Let's watch this video. Behind the ships, Gatac Railen.
The Gatac Railen is an alien medium hauler from Gatac Industries and prioritizes speed of loading and unloading cargo by having it all on the exterior. The Railen is our first dedicated cargo hauler from an alien race, and this is an important moment in that a lot of our other alien ships are combat focused. Just like us, they also need an entire suite of ships to be able to fulfill what they do every day in their lives.
Wait a second. I want to look at this cargo grid.
Important moment in that a lot of our other alien ships are combat focused.
Does that look triangular? It's from the back, so we're not getting a side view. I'm sure we'll see more on it later, but that looks square to me from this view. Interesting.
Just like us, they also need an entire suite of ships to be able to fulfill what they do every day in their lives.
It looks different.
So one of the things that we really wanted to push with our alien ships is just that distinction from kind of human manufacturing techniques and alien manufacturing techniques. We kind of developed this idea that they had this really kind of advanced systems that would allow them to be able to almost kind of grow their ships in the shapes that they wanted. So things like the really big armored plates that are on the front of the ship. The idea was that these were naturally mined materials rather than having to kind of go in and extract these materials.
So those are supposed to be armor plating.
I had to stop thinking like human and start thinking like Xian. How would an alien design shapes move?
Oh, I missed it. There we go. Triangle boxes. That's what we're looking at there. Triangle boxes. But they don't look like they're in the same pattern as what they look like in all the other promotional shots of it. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those pulled up to look at right now, but it'd be interesting to go back and look at the original concept design compared to this.
Movement.
It looks good.
Technology.
With the Xi'an specifically, they have a lot of control over how they can manipulate different structures. So with the Railen, it has this really distinct state change between its flight silhouette and its landed silhouette.
Yeah, I like the landed
concept
silhouette
had triangular
too.
cargo containers themselves holding the cargo
Oh, look at
inside.
that.
But now
What's
during production,
this?
we've changed that to use standardized cargo grids.
What?
That means you are not constrained by any of the mission types that you would have had before.
Wait, this is supposed to be internal cargo. Is that for real what I just saw? What did he say about it?
The original concept had triangular cargo containers themselves holding the cargo inside, but now during production we've changed that to use standardized cargo grids.
Huh.
That means you are not constrained by any of the mission types that you would have had before, having to manually load all these cargo units into custom cargo containers. Now you can just turn up to any location. It supports up to 32 SU containers, so you can...
Right. It's supposed to be external cargo, but they were supposed to be encapsulated inside something else, inside the triangular containers. They were supposed to be encapsulated inside the containers, Beard Stacks. I don't agree, Beard Stacks. I don't think that's what it was supposed to be. Interesting.
just load them on easily.
I like the change. I like the way it changes to the flight.
We have two size 2 tractor turrets that sit on the bottom wings. 2 rear bridge seats each control one of these turrets and can use them to add and remove cargo from the cargo grid as they like. The turrets move with the wings. You have an okay view when the wings are deployed, so when you're flying around in space, but when you're
it does
in a
look
landed
cool.
position, you have a
I like it. I like it the way it looks like that, being able to load it on the external like that, because now I'm thinking this is going to be like the whole B. Oh, Ghost Rider, the drawing's over for the pit bull, buddy. Good for pirates. Yeah, under fire. Well, I like that it's, so is the whole B. I like the external loading because, I mean, it's just really cool because it's easier to load that way. I can see myself trading up my whole B to this. Yeah,
really
right on
good
Old
view of the
Spash.
cargo grids.
The Railen, the Sealant is hard to
appreciated
load.
the original aesthetic of those triangular cargo pods, we've retained the signature triangular elements of that as a deployable armored shield over the cargo beds. The shields themselves are a physical barrier that stop projectiles from hitting the cargo.
When y'all told me to watch and learn, I kind of saw this coming. Let's watch that again. You got external shield guards, armor guarding the cargo.
And for those who really appreciated the original aesthetic of those triangular cargo pods, we've retained the signature triangular elements of that as a deployable armored shield over the cargo beds. The shields themselves are a physical barrier that stop projectiles from hitting the cargo themselves.
Nice.
Obviously,
that is
deployed
cool.
Makes the cargo very hard to take off, but offers that protection. This essentially makes a sort of hybrid interior-exterior cargo ship. You get the benefits of both systems. You have the ease of loading of exterior cargo, as well as the protection of interior cargo.
That is kind of cool.
As a further benefit for those of you like counting boxes, we also managed to increase the cargo capacity from 320 to 640 with these changes
640.
as well.
On the Railen, you can enter the ship one of two ways.
Now, does anybody in chat know what size hangar does this have? A large? Is this fit in a large hangar? Too many. Rye Crash. I've been pirated many times, but I've never been pirated in a whole B yet. Knock on wood. Someone mentioned Meteor. It's supposed to be medium. Okay. So I guess the Railen fits in a medium hangar too. So you're going to have the same problem you have with the whole B, only being able to bring up part of your cargo at a time. Medium hangar. Okay. Medium freight. Right on.
So if the ship is landed, you enter through a lift at the very bottom. And if you are in flight or you're in space, you have a docking collar on the top rear.
The elevator shaft is a really nice central part of the whole ship. It's the first thing you see as you walk in, and it leads you through every floor. You can see all the way up.
A lot of our human ships tend to be quite flat, quite long, whereas what we've tried to develop is this idea that the aliens prefer a little bit more kind of verticality to their ship. The middle floor of the ship is all habitation.
The habs are very strange when you first walk in. You kind of have a big bank of these pods that feel quite strange and different to the kind of habitations you might be used to in a typical human ship. But at the same time, it's incredibly cozy in there. You kind of have to crawl into the space. You have all this really nice stonework that covers the bed. We carry on this same sort of motif of these ribbons that sort of run around every part of the ship, which you can
like the
imagine
little
is kind of carrying
butterflies
energy
and
and
the
the power
fish.
from the engineering and powering all these rooms.
We try to make it feel quite relaxing, quite calm. So they brought in these waterfalls that run down the sides of the walls in the mess area. On one side you've got the bathrooms, and on the opposite side you've got the food preparation area. As this is an alien ship, it caters to both the Geon and the humans. So for the humans, you've got a chow line where you're able to get your food and your drink.
It fits in with the ceiling because it looks kind of like it, Jorman.
These are the ones that eat poop, or are these the ones that poop squares? I can't remember. These are the turtles, but they behave like birds.
And then off to either side, we have a small room that has a small bench and like a viewing out over the front of the ship. We've got the 2 escape pods on either side and also the turret access. Finally, if you take the elevator up to the top floor, it takes you straight into engineering.
The engineering is really kind of imposing, and it just feels
Right,
very
I get it,
important. You can tell
Jorman.
that there's a lot
It
of
does
power
look a
running
lot
through
like
this
the
room.
ceiling.
Your different component bays all around the room facing you, and they all open up with the impressive Xi'an tech grav plating all moving out of the way. The alien design comes in with quite how wide these component bays are. Like, there's a lot of room that accommodates more space needed to access them than just a slim little engineer who's making his way in. You also have these
I gotta
beams that are
tell
coming
you,
across the ceiling.
the
And you can
interior
tell that
looks
there's
kind
power
of bland to
flowing through, like
me.
these ribbons that are coming from each of the component bays. It's a really, really interesting room.
It's very
There's a lot of fun to work
alien.
on.
As you go towards the front of the ship,
I like the
you're into bridge
Banu
area, and this probably has
stuff
one
a
of the
lot
best
better
views out
than the
of a lot of
Xeon.
ships that we've done.
There is 4 seats floating on air, so that feels like it's totally alien, uncanny thing. When you enter the seat, they're rotating with a fancy flying animation. I hope that they feel really wow effect, because it's pretty
That is
different
kinda
than
cool.
the usual ships we have.
Very alien.
The cargo capacity of the ship lends itself to the vast majority of cargo missions, so it's great for cargo players, and it's not short in the firepower category either. It has great turrets and pilot controlled weapons as well as missiles.
I think all the team did their job so fantastic.
It looks cool, sharp, aggressive.
Very happy with it. I really like the overall aesthetic on the interior and the
What's gonna break Beard Stacks? The flying seats? Probably. Yeah, you'll get stuck in the seats. Yep. Lawless Living says it looks like a large hangar. But he said medium freight, right? Isn't that what y'all told me? Interesting. I guess we'll see. But I'm guessing it's medium.
design is an interesting way to use this sort of tall 3-story ship in still
Right,
actually quite
Beard
small
Stacks.
space.
This ship is for someone that wants to go out with their friend, they don't mind taking on a bit of danger, and they want to look a little bit different, a little bit cool doing it.
It is a cool ship. It's very cool looking. All right, yay, the Railen.